Hello everyone, this is Kathee, and today what I will be showing you is all of my original characters throughout the years. This was wild just to showcase all of my original characters. I mean, almost all of them at least, but I'm just saying that all of my original characters throughout the years in one slideshow, right? So anyways, let's get started. First up, my very first OC, even though it's not really OC though, right? Okay, so imagine this. Imagine you saw Sonic, right? And you wanna create your own OC, original character, right? So you just grab a character, grab any character, and you just recolor them, recolor their fur, recolor their eyes, recolor their color, etc. You know, and you just create your recover character, but it's not really an original character. Cause it can easily be recognized. It's easily be recognized, not just color, but the design as well. The original design that is totally recovered. And this is what I did. It's not a Sonic OC, but it is a recovered version of the mole. Yeah. Oh, it's just neon pink and neon yellow. And the accessories still have not changed, right? But I do know why I'm promoting this. I'm promoting this because like it still haunts me. Not very very haunts me, but like I still remember from the top of my head, right? It's just there for a reason, right? Because there was one time where I used to be a fan of Happy Feet Friends, and you know, I didn't understand what what is was promoting at the time, right? It's not like Don't Waste Die. No. It's way. I think it's like way graphic, way graphic than Don't Waste Die. But I felt like they're like the same level, but Happy Street Friend. But this type of franchise is like way graphic, than Happy Street. Then I felt like this part of the franchise was way too graphic than Don't Waste Die. Anyways, so next we got so it was just we cover of the mole. Yeah. Um. Anyways, if you take the Muppets and Final Destination together, right? You get Happy Street Friends. And look, there's this one certain character that I used to have it as my favorite character, right? I was so shocked too, right? It's just like I like the characters, right? But however, these animals, right? They're just in the show for a reason, and the reason is to make gore. Enough of that. That was about it for my very first OC. Even though it's not really though, not really. So it's just basically a recovered version of the mole, right? Anyways, there we go. My very first original character, and this is for real this time, right? It's basically Cheap Captain. Oh my god, the memories. Oh my god, okay. So basically I had this yellow top, short camouflage, and some pink and gray shoes. And I was pale! Oh god, no. That does not look like me, to be honest. Like, the side bangs, yeah, okay. But it was a completely different character. And I used to do like music video of it. All those music videos that I just made with this type of paper craft, yeah, they're made by a video store, and I use every time when I got nothing to do, I basically use the free music section and started rolling with it anyways. And it's just so much. It's just a cash grab, not a cash grab, but a content grab. I don't even know what's the word for it. Anyways, my very first original character, now in digital, right? Here it is, the moment you've been waiting for. Chibi Catman. Again, it's another self-insert, but I do like how this one's not traced, but the eyes. Oh no! Oh no! What the? Anyways, I should have picked a different color for the hair, but no, this was. Anyways, and this is a slight improvement at least. The slightest improvement, right? We got some gradient shirt and shorts and gradient shoes. Anyways, the hair was traced. Guilty as that. I'm so guilty. The hair was traced. And back then I remember I traced some kind of like hair because I don't even know how to draw hair at the time. And that's defeat the purpose of drawing, you know. Tracing's fine if you're referencing something or like something else, but don't fully trace the whole art, you know, on other people's art. Like don't trace it fully to the point, you know. Anyways, now my very first original character group, the main 8. Oh god, okay, these 3 are based off of real life people. Well, 5 of them are based off fictional characters, which is original character, that is, and they're not real people. Okay, it's basically like my imagination. Anyways, remember this one. Okay, remember this dude. Right. Anyways, here we go. So, again, this is a slightly improvement, but where are her eyebrows? Oh god! This does not look like me at all. This looks like a freaking skeleton. A tall skeleton, that is. Oh my... And... Oh, nah, not... The head... Oh, the head is too big. Oh my god. And why is the neck so long? And I have a... Oh no. Oh no, okay. Anyways. So next, we got a slight improvement. But this time, the neck is so thin! There is a slight improvement! Oh no! Okay, anyways, remember I told you guys just to remember this dude? Yes, this dude. Well, apparently, this person, also my self-insert, this self-insert is also involved with this dude. Oh god. Because I think he has spiky hair, that's why. He got that spiky hair. Not because his hair covered, but because this dude has spiky hair. I think I have I'm just realizing that I think I like people who had spiky hair. Oh no! No, we are not doing this! No! Anyways. So this person and that person fell in love. And I did whatever this is. That's the only art that I ever made. So I just made them for a reason, and again, this was a fictional, somewhat a fictional crush? Not a fictional crush, that is. But a fictional character that's made by me, and he does not exist for a reason. Right? This is the same dude as this dude. mind you. And I changed eyes color afterwards because I felt like he was the natural with purple eyes and the galaxy hair. And then he changed to boring. Anyways. But Restaurant, I will never forget the fact that I made this dude fall in love with another dude. Well, he's just friends on him, I guess. But this dude was falling in love with that dude. Oh no! No, 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 no! Oh God! Oh my God! Anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna bring out the relationship chart, okay? Let's just focus on these three. 1, 2, 3. 3 of them, at least. Right? This dude is gay. Probably closeted. This dude is bisexual. And I'm just pansexual. There it is. My first relationship chart with my original character. Oh God. Okay, so, yeah. Let's not focus on whatever this is. Focus on these three. 1, 2, 3. Not counting her, right? Cause they're queer friends. I'm just gonna say this. They're queer friends, queer platonic friends, not lovers. Cause that would be weird. Let's just erase that, right? Focus on these three. Now, apparently, our best friend was this dude. And then this dude have a love interest. And then this dude have a best friend. Oh no. And this dude and this self-insert was the lovers. Oh God. This is like, oh no. No, no, why am I doing this? What was I on? Oh nah. What is this love triangle? Actually, this ain't a love triangle. This is more like a mess. My goodness. Wait, I didn't. I didn't like it. Wait, I just realized something. I didn't bother to do the orange one. What the fuck? Oh my God. What the fuck? I just realized this now. What? Anyways. But yeah, this situation was a mess. Alright. Anyways, this is my first Gacha OC original character group. We got Core 5 and other 4. Oh my God, I miss them. So nostalgic. I didn't do them justice enough, okay? At least it's better than whatever this group has, okay? Right? Oh my God. By the way, these Core 5, yeah, they're originally from Roblox, but I turned them to Gacha, right? So, yeah. You can watch my other video from there, if you like. I'll leave the description here, just in case, so, yeah. Anyways, enough of that. My first Stardew Valley original character! We got Stella Amaya. That's her full name, right? Thankfully, she's not a self-insert, and she's basically a completely different character. Oh my God. So, yeah. So she has pink hair. She's cheerful. She's energetic, and she got a cold temper, but a sweetheart. She got a sweet heart. Right? I feel like I want to showcase more of Stella Amaya. But right now is not the time, and I felt like I needed more time. I needed more time to make the her story make sense. But other than that, yeah, she is my Stardew Valley original character for now, right? And yeah. Anyways, okay, the last one. My first rebrand of myself entered. Finally, it's about time. We got me, which is right here, and this is my own mascot, right? Um, of course, my own mascot has a different name than mine's, right? But uh, it sounds the name sounds similar, but the spelling of the name sounds different. So yeah. Um, yeah, that's about it. Um, Overall, I'm happy with all my original characters that I made so far, except for the one time, the Recolored one, Yeah, I don't think I would like to imagine the Recolored one as my official original character. Anyways, yeah. With that being said, thank you for watching. I had a good time presenting you guys this presentation, right? I'm Kathee, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.